Hello dosto and welcome back to Intracognition. And in this video we are going to discuss about the different phobic disorders. So we will understand what is the meaning of phobic disorders. We will also see the classification of different types of phobias, and we'll try to understand what are the different types of phobias, and we'll conclude with the management of these phobic disorders. So we are going to start with the definition of phobic disorders. So phobic disorders it is irrational fear from object, activity, or any situation that normally presents no real danger. So it means it is a fear, it is irrational fear from object, activity, or situation that normally presents no real danger. So if someone is normal person, then he will not be scared of this object, activity, or situation. But if a person is uh, he is infected or he is ill, like he is having phobic disorder, then he will be having some fear of that object or any activity or any situation, right? So the normal person will not have any fear of these things, but the person with phobic disorder will have fear of any of the things which a normal person will not have. Okay, so the common feared situations or objects include leaving home, crowds, public places, pet animals, speaking in public, entering small places like lift, etc. So these are some of the common situations or objects that cause phobic disorders. Okay, then coming on to the classification. So phobias are subdivided into three categories. The first one is agoraphobia. So it is the fear of being in situation or place from where escape is difficult. So in this type of situation, the person will not go out, he will not go out because he will be scared of escaping from the situation. If he is in crowd, then he will be scared of escaping from that market or crowded area. He will not go to theater, will not go to lift, or will not go to any place that is he will get fear. He will be he will get anxiety whenever he goes to such situations or such places where it is very difficult to escape. So he will be having a fear of escaping from the place. So it is agoraphobia. In this case, the person will stay at home, that is homebound, and in such cases only goes out with a company. So whenever he goes out in essential situations or urgent conditions, then he will need a company to uh, uh, he will need a company to go out with him, right? So it is agoraphobia, that is the fear of being in situation from where escape is difficult. Now if a person is having severe agoraphobia, then it will be he or she will be completely homebound, then he will not even go out for essential things or very urgent things, right? So if he is severely infected by agoraphobia, then he will be completely staying at home, right? The next phobia. So these are the three like basic classification. We will have some we will have more classification of this phobias. So these are the basic basic classification: agoraphobia, the second one is specific phobia, and third one is social phobia. Now this specific phobia, it is excessive or unreasonable fear that is brought on the presence or anticipation of a specific object or situation. So it is by name, it is clear that it is a fear of a specific object or a situation. So it can be by the presence of the object or situation, or it is just an anticipation, right? The person is just anticipating a situation or an object, and he is getting feared by that situation or object. Or it can be present, like the situation is present, or it can be anticipated by the person who is infected by this specific phobia. So this specific phobia is of different types. We will discuss it one by one. So see, examples of specific phobias, right? So this is important from the exam point of view. Like any of the phobias will be asked, and it will be asked like which of the phobia it is agoraphobia, it is a specific phobia, or it is social phobia. So all if it is a phobia of any specific situation, or of any specific condition or any specific object, then it is specific phobia. So we'll see the examples. Like there are a number of types of specific phobias. So we'll see the important ones, the most common ones, right? Acrophobia, first one, it is fear of height. Algophobia, fear of pain, right? Like the many of the children or even the adults are scared of pain, like injection, like, so it is algophobia. Now allurophobia, it is fear of cats. Erythrophobia, it is fear of red, right? Blushing means the person will be scared, he will be shy, he will be feeling embarrassed, right? So it is both, it is fear of red, and also he will completely turn red whenever he is feeling such any situations. So he will be shy and embarrassed and will turn to, his face will turn to red. So it is a fear of red and fear of blushing, you can call it. Next is astrophobia, it is fear of thunder at lightning. It is very common. And panphobia, okay, this is fear of everything, so it is also called fear of everything. Panphobia means the person infected with panphobia will be will be having he will be scared of all the things, like fear of everything, whatever the things we see around ourselves, he will be feared of everything. So it is also called as fear of everything, panphobia. You have to remember this. Now the next one is autophobia. This is fear of being alone, right? If a person is staying alone, he will be scared, so it is autophobia. The reverse of it is social phobia. So this is the third basic category classification of phobias. So autophobia was scared of being alone. Now social phobia, it is the person infected with social phobia will avoid the situations in which a person might act in a humiliating or an embarrassing manner while under the scrutiny of others. So it happens with most of the people, like whenever the person, someone is seeing us, we, our work is getting affected, because we are scared, right? We are scared of being if we are scared of being humiliating or embarrassing. We are embarrassed by if someone is seeing while we are working, right? So he might act in a humiliating or embarrassing manner when someone is seeing them, right? So the work, the behavior of the person is affected when someone is seeing them. So it is most common type of phobia, and it is also divided in two categories. First is generalized type. Okay, so it is most general, so it is almost in all the interactions, right? So if a person, almost all interactions are feared, so any person who is having the generalized type of social phobia, then he will be scared of all the interactions, he will not be having any interaction without any fear, right? So it is generalized type of social phobia, that is almost all interactions are feared. Now non generalized type of phobia, social phobia, it is characterized by fear of public situations such as public speaking or performing on stage. So it is specific, it is non generalized type, so it is specific fear of public speaking, like speaking in the public, or having a stage fear. So it comes in the non generalized type of category in social phobia. Now coming on to management of phobic disorders. So agoraphobia and social phobia, the most effective treatments include combination of pharmacotherapy and behavior therapy. So agoraphobia and social phobia can be treated with pharmacotherapy and behavior therapy, means the mixture of both, combination of both. While the specific phobias can be treated with behavior therapy. So what is, let us understand what is pharmacotherapy and behavior therapy. So pharmacotherapy, it is using pharmaceutical drugs to cure any mental illness. Now behavior therapy, to change unhealthy or destructive behaviors. So this therapy is used to change the unhealthy behaviors of any person. Now it functions on the idea that all behaviors are learned, and that unhealthy behaviors can be changed. So it is on the principle that all the behaviors of a person are learned, है ना? Then it can be changed also. So it can be changed through different methods. So any of the in behavior therapy we have different types of methods, like classical conditioning, operant conditioning, right? So behavior therapy is used mostly in specific phobias, while pharmacotherapy and behavior therapy, combination of both, is used in agoraphobia and social phobia. So I think this three basic classification of phobias is most important for like exam point of view. And while we will discuss more about this behavior therapy, right? So Pavlov's classical conditioning and that Skinner's operant conditioning. We will be discussing about the behavior therapy in detail, right? So if you want continuous videos and if you like the video, then please subscribe the channel and share this video. Thank you so much. All the best.